Motrimis mama la capre, motrimis mama la capre.
Previously on
Let's get it on!
Empire already starts to crumble, and they will revolt in I think 2 or 3 turns. We accidentally accomplished one. The Illyrians are back, and we might be in deep doo-doo.
Did I stutter?
The sea of folksmen, the swarm, our little eye. This is the enemy general, cut and quartered. I don't think we can even. Oh, here he is. Probably this one. His really lovely armor.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
And welcome to an exciting new episode of Let's Get It On. I am still a bit sick, but we will soldier through. And thank you once again for not abandoning me, despite my voice sounding even more horrible than usual. Or who knows, maybe it actually sounds better. Last time we did we hired generals. We hired, what's his name, Bikili, to govern Sam Sagitusa because he is good at farming. And we got the Diordanos to go and rule over Noria because he is good at cultural conversion. But the last battle made me look more in detail about the difference between the Putratense and the Buridevense. And I totally forgot that the Buridevense are supposed to really hate Romans. And it only makes sense from an RP point of view that Dada will be the one to govern Noria. The Ordanos and the Putratense really hate foreigners, so it doesn't really make sense that they will help control a somewhat rebellious city in the form of Noria. So we will combine the armies and actually give Dada all of the soldiers. And anyway, let's attack what's left of the Illyrians. And of course, we will auto-resolve this, because we really don't really care. It was just one unit of their king that survived, in air quotes. It's just some people who looted his corpse and ran away. Ooh, we captured 7 men. Well, let's enslave them. I mean, how much public disorder can 7 men cause? And Dada will slowly go further towards Noria. And actually, let's disband one unit, because we will eventually disband all of them. But if we have 3 units, we can patrol. We will also promote Dadatse because he's always there. This is the second, third time that he really saves our ass by just being there. So despite it costing us 1,170 monies, we will actually do this. So now Dadatse is a warband leader, and since we still have money, let's actually hire another agent, an actual agent, a spy. Sadly for us, I did look at our options. They're all really bad. One of them just gives us stuff to do with enemy agents, which we don't really need. Another one that is an agricultural agent. Since I actually want them to spy, it won't help us. And another one is good for cultural influence and public order and welfare. It would actually be good to be stationed in our capital, but I really need a spy to actually spy. Anyway, we will recruit him. His name is Dablosa, and let's hope he isn't actually garbage. Let's see, he's a poet. I guess that's why he is cultural influence. He is a narcissistic, so he is actually helping research when we deploy him. And another academic. Oh my god, we will be the smartest people ever. I think all of our agents are academics at this point. That's just silly. And let's give him a pet snake. And welcome to the next month. And of course, we have a dangerous rival. I wish these events would tell me who exactly is this dangerous rival. I hope it's not Dada, and the rest I don't really care. I actually hope it's Bikili. Anyway, we can't spend money to make him a governor because we just don't have money. We can do nothing, but that's just not how Tarbus rolls now. He has lots of confidence, so it's between arresting him and executing him. Executing him might be too much, because I don't know who he is, so we will try to arrest him. Yeah, this is our agent that we found. Knowledge of the oak. We finished research. So let's deal with the technology. We will continue our path to get our glorious -2 empire maintenance, and it's between mint that help us with more monies, or sacred groves that will help us with cultural conversion. And I think we will go with cultural conversion. Despite all of us being intellectual, literal academics, it will still take us 1 whole year to study that. So let's move our spies. So both of our spies will go into Rome, as we really need to know what Rome is all about if we want to invade them, and that's what we promised that we will do. So let's move Dada towards where he is supposed to govern. Wow, that's some movement, Tarbus. Well, I guess that's what we can do. Well, considering how much of an Achilles heel King is, I guess it's our Achilles heel, we really need to position an army somewhere between those. And I forgot that, what's his name, Komaikatsa is a really bad governor. He actually harms public order and stuff like that, and growth even. So having him in Noria for so long really didn't help. So whoops, yeah. Anyway, we will move him hopefully here. That will put him in a position to help King and Noria, I hope. Anyway, sit here and patrol. And welcome to the next month. Urgent matters. Far from the capital, local governors get rebellious ideas far above their station, that they would make a great king or powerful warlord. Is this the lure of independence? How should we treat this matter? Well, of course we can buy governor's loyalty, but we are once again overlooked in our political situation, so no. We can have him killed, but that costs monies, so no. And not doing nothing, I'm afraid of not to do anything, so we will just have to send an army, which is interesting. It says that the regional effect, unstable governor located in the province tab reminds me of which city to aim for. Once there, let your force station till unstable governor runs off. So we'll send an army. We need an army of at least 8 units, so one of our main armies. And of course, I think it was this one, either a huge Quinkydink, or it was triggered because of our imminent rebellion in Noricum. And of course, the people in Noricum are outraged. It is all known. So let's hope. Yes, unstable governor. Yes, it's here. So all in all, this is just one giant compounded problem. We will stop taxing them. Hopefully that will solve the issue. Well, it looks like anything that we do, they will just rebel. I really thought that untaxing them will solve the issue, but it didn't. So screw that, we're gonna tax them and kill them next turn. I literally never had a rebellion in real life years. This is just something that doesn't happen. It looks like the cocktail that I made of all the mods are really challenging me, or maybe it's just that I'm sick and I'm doing all the possible wrong decisions. Who knows? Anyway, let's keep to our original plan and let's disband these mercenaries, because we really need the pay. And we will also disband those loyal Sikas. They actually served us in many battles. They were there since 2014, since 277, in January of 277. They participated in the heroic defense of Malva, in the liberation of Palendava, in the Palendava's payback where we took Sigundum. Then they helped us facing the Breuci, the Ravisci, and just tons of battles. But they're just not a good unit. Anyway, we tried to look at it, and even after all these wars, that they suffer so much attrition that they only have 2 pips, the unit rank of 2. So that just speaks of their attrition. and they're just not a unit worth having. So we will disband them, we will give all the free men some land here, and hopefully that will help us some after we kill all those who rise against us in rebellion. I guess we should have him somewhere in the city range, I guess here, and have him patrol. And I think, yeah, this should be enough to handle the silly rebellion. And he is between the two cities, so I guess for the foreseeable future, this will be the spot where General Kamikaze will rule, will at least protect the land, because he rules nothing, because he's a very bad governor. Once she finally gets to Noria, it will really help with the cultural conversion. How are we doing on the culture? Only 2.3. Well, I guess this is the highway spy. All the spies are going slowly to Patavium. And let's not forget to try and get Bikili married. He's the last of our bachelors, so let's try and get him a proper wife. Let's have a prayer to either Zalmoxis or Kotis. I guess let's pray to Kotis this time. Oh, great Kotis, please give us a proper wife that will help us combat Empire maintenance. And we got an uncanny wife. Her name is Ziais, and we found out that her husband is arrogant and she is calm. Yes, oh good. She is calm, so that gives us minus 1% to Empire maintenance. And she's a former slave. This tells a story. But I don't think it's a story we should tell on YouTube. So yeah, Bukele has a former slave, calm wife, and he is an arrogant bastard. So where should we send, what's her name? I guess to the Sweboys. Sweboys are the only ones who might consider trading with us. And please, 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 don't get yourself killed. And oh yes, we can make some monies. Let's embezzle.
You've got mail.
And look at this interesting proposal. The Dardanoi, those people who gave us a lot of money when we actually needed it, they want us to pay them 300 monies in order to have a non-aggression pact. Usually I just spit in the face of such offers, but since they did help us when we needed it, honor bounds us to accept this deal. So yeah, we are BFFs with the Dardanoi. And we can see the rebellious army that popped up, and by the number of pips that are there, it seems like it was much ado about nothing. Out of time. We are running out of time. If the troops don't arrive soon, they will soon be late. This came the regional effect is located. What? She has accompanied by a master horseman. Oh, good. She swayed the Sweboys. And there was a rebellion in Noria, and we got a fortune teller. Interesting. And the Urpana the Witch, no, the champion, promoted. Interesting. So I guess the first thing we should do is just upgrade her from champion to champion level 2. That will help us with the King Tarbo's abysmal movement rate. And she can still promote. We will just give her a paragon so we can start working on valor. We will make our generals unit much efficient, so why not? Let's work on that slowly. And let's move the spies before I forget. What's the deal with Patavium? Oh my, they are quite depleted. There was some shenanigans here. Interesting. They only have 13% Latins here. That looks like the Romans aren't doing so well. After all, let's move the witch. Or she after finally touch grass in Noria and help us start converting the people to the right and righteous Dacian ways. Well, I guess it's time to do some major maneuvers. First, we will crush the rebellion with this army. and we won't even fight it because they don't even deserve that. Oh, this is all of yeah. There's just I will do it in a protective stance, and hopefully won't lose too many men. And we lost 180 men. A lot of people from the garrison, I hope. Anyway, enemy captured 138. Should we just get some more slaves? Now, it's interesting how to get rid of this, the unstable governor thing, where we were supposed to station the army inside the city. I'm not really sure, but we will try that. Let's move what's his face outside, Dada, and move him into the city. Stuff, another heart, and the head. Oh my God! Really discombobulated those rebels, and the followers of Kotis even leveled up. No, it was Komaikatsa who leveled up. Let's give him a military logistician because we are still poor. And here we will prepare to declare war on the Romans. We will hire one regiment of Helveti, and we will actually taxi one unit out of here, one of the Malva lines, to the followers of Kotis. And from the follower of Kotis, we will disband the Komatais. Why all of this logistical nightmare that I've forced you to witness? Because we are going to do the unthinkable. Because of the really sorry state that Patavium is in, we will declare war on the Romans with impotence. They don't have any allies. Sadly, didn't really change our situation with any other neighbors. Surprisingly enough, they're not at war with stuff in Europe. They're mostly gallivanting about the Mediterranean Sea, which is their prerogative, I guess. Since they are not in Europe, we will be in Europe. Let's raid them, since they are nowhere near us. At least they shouldn't be, because we have two spies here, and if two spies fail me, you know, I can't do anymore. That's just the will of God. If some kind of a huge legion sneaks by two of our best spies. And of course, before I forget, let's send DeI to the Sway boys once again. Maybe we can make better friends with them. So far, she did well. And welcome to August of 274. And where should I even start? Our stationing the army in Noria didn't really help, but I think that's what I'm just supposed to do. I'm just supposed to station a huge army here in order to hunt for the rebellious governor, which makes a lot of sense, honestly, because they are about to rebel again. Because I never stopped texting them, and you know, you just don't really want to participate. We will force you to participate. So Noria will rebel once again. Rebellion imminent. And in Malva, our former capital, as more and more people interact with us through trade, our culture slowly integrates foreign cultural characteristics. Lovely picture. And we got foreign influences, which gives us a -1 cultural influence, which is a huge pain, honestly. And of course, +8 banditry, which might come to bite us in the ass, and -3 public order. All in all, this is a horrible event, and too bad it happened to us. The Arii have went to war with the Scythians. And why would they do that? Because they have recently signed an alliance with the Sway boys. So looks like the Germans are uniting against the Scythians. And we have also finally finished building in Segestica an abandoned forest. Now, I don't know how you build an abandoned forest, but we just did. So that will help us a lot with the income. And Ziais once again made some friends, got a clever tactician. So good for her, which reminds me, this will be the last time that we send her. Please don't die. Usually they like to die on their last missions. Go to the Sway boys and please make some Sway friends. Now, in the between time, I did spot some oh my god, the second legion is here. Interesting composition. Want to face it in battle? This is a big boy stack, but it's kind of hurting. I wonder who they were fighting. Maybe these guys? The spearmen of the Insubres. I don't even know what they are doing here. This is all supposed to be part of Rome. So let's just take it slow, you know, no rush. Rome seems to be struggling, but we know that's not true because they have all those hidden events. So let's just plunder our way closer to the city. I would really like to face this army on its own, not together with the remainder. I would say remainder, but mostly the garrison is intact, or it's missing some horsemen and some swordsmen. Boo-hoo. Because anyway, the main annoyance is those Italian town guards, and they have 1,200 of those. That's a big number. Hopefully, by raiding here, we will bait the second legion. And since we are parking here for the next foreseeable future, Dada can fulfill his lifetime dream of fighting the Romans and actually come and aid us. And welcome to the autumn of 274 to September of 274. It looks like the second legion had its priorities to continue their current war with Insubrians, and they went after the spearmen, totally decimated them, picking up some more casualties along the way. And yeah, they lost a whole unit, so interesting. Now I think it's time to more or less split our spies. Let's go deeper into Rome. While you, I think we'll just see if the Insubrius anywhere near to strike the Romans, or just be here in the general vicinity to cause a mayhem. Another thing that happened is that there's large troop movements by the Germans. Germans may actually be going to a full-out war with the Scythians. The major thing that happened is this arbitrary arrest. The noble has been arrested under pretext of treason. This is not without a political cost, but this will temper his ambition. Jordanos' ambition will be reduced by 2, and the character will be imprisoned for some time. Annoying, because he was ruling Sigundum. Now we don't have anyone to rule Sigundum and give us all those really nice modifiers. And Ziais, the last woman, finished her last diplomatic deployment successfully. So there's that off our mind. And look at this, they might actually want to trade with us. Come on, come on, come on, you're at war. Come on, come on. Anyway, apparently they don't want that. And there are unusual seasons, because of course we can catch a break. Of course, there was a rebellion in Noria. Let's actually just deal with that. It's the same 4 units. Let's oh, they ran away and protective stance. Please stop rebelling for your own good. Now, should we... no, let's get more slaves. We got a sword. Okay, that's interesting. Plus gravitas, influence return for ruling political party. Oh, this is something that we should give to our king. Yeah, instead of a heart, we really want influence. So yeah, well, that was farming those rebels is proving to be a worthy endeavor. And let's see, we finished building a lot of stuff, all kind of enclosed lands in Noria and in Segestica, and we also upgraded a king to a barbarian village. Well, it sure looks as if the road to Patavium is all open for us. It seems that the second legion was so preoccupied with vengeance that it went for the Insubrius army and left us a golden road, or is it? Cause yeah, if we kind of look, they yeah, I think they are just about in range. So that's annoying, but should we go for the glory? I wonder if the topography will be kept and the Romans will spawn behind some kind of river. Should we risk this? Should we risk this? Because time is in our favor. The Romans are not doing so well in Cisalpine. I think they are winning their war against Carthage, But look here, both Genoa and Medlan are not theirs, and Cisalpine should be one of their first provinces to take. We might just try it, because Dada keeps nagging at us to try and do it. Let's see, can we get some interesting mercenaries, some fairly mediocre cavalry, the Venetian cav, some oh, these are some of the worst troops I've ever seen. The mercenary Alpine skirmishers, base morale of the 27, skirmisher unit that they just melt if someone sneezes next to them. These are interesting. These are Venetian mercenary footmen. They are more or less just like our X-Men, only they have armor of 20, which is, wow, 20 orders of magnitude more armor than we have. And not only that, instead of having only 200 men, they have 300. So interesting option, but not for now. Now we don't really have money, and we would like to see if we can get the city. So this is the the odds are really not in our favor. Well, let's actually look in terms of troops composition. What are we actually going to face the first time we are going to face the Romans? First of all, Roman garrisons aren't that weak. They have one cav, but it's decent cavalry, and 3 swordsmen, and lots of town guards, and of course the obligatory 2 citizen units. And they prefer, instead of bows, they prefer to use slings, which is different. I guess they have more range, but all in all a lot weaker. And speaking of slings, for some reason, Mr. Lucius Libo, the commander of the 2nd Legion, is really fond of slings. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slings. Interesting. They might really take a toll on us, since we have all those lovely folksmen who are susceptible to little pebbles coming and hitting them. Other than that, some more traditional units. We have some 2 units of early Triarii, one of them fairly beaten, 2 units of early Principes, and one of them also beaten. The calves seem to be almost non-existent. His equites are almost dead, and Lucius's bodyguards are almost at half strength. They have some Hastati, early Hastati, and early Ruarii, some generic Italian conscripts, and Etruscans, 2 Etruscan mercenaries, and I'm not really sure what unit is that, but they look like mercenaries. So interesting composition. I guess they had a proper legion, and over the time they got they suffered from attrition, and the only guys that didn't suffer from attrition were the slingers. That's why he amassed so many of them. And to compensate, he hired lately some Etruscan mercenaries. But it's gonna be one of those do or die, there is no try type of battle. If we win this, we with major setback for Rome. So join me in the next episode when hopefully we decimate a Roman legion and take over our first Roman town.